Hey everyone, welcome to your university, the place where we talk all about the Dragon Ball universe. Today, we are going to go through Whis asking Goku to use his tail to strengthen the Ultra Instinct. And if you would like to see more Dragon Ball content, please leave your like and subscribe to join our university. Anyone who hears the name Goku will instantly associate it with Dragon Ball. The famous martial artist has outwitted even the gods to protect planet Earth with his friends. And just like any hero who needs a rival, Goku has his perpetual rival in the form of Vegeta, Prince of all Saiyans. Despite only appearing from Dragon Ball Z, the sequel to the original Dragon Ball, Vegeta has become one of the most iconic characters in the anime world. Compared to Goku, Vegeta is a fierce and proud fighter. However, as much as fans love the constant angst and pride on Vegeta's part, there are some things that his sheer persistence could not do that Goku could easily accomplish. Goku possesses the ability to use Ultra Instinct. Unfortunately for Vegeta, he is not able to use this form. This alone proves that Goku has the potential not only to be a god, but also to become a god of destruction like Beerus. Vegeta eventually attains a similar form called Ultra Ego, the polar opposite of the principles of higher instinct. But how powerful is the Ultra Instinct form after all? Being Goku's teacher, could Whis pass on to him any tips to further strengthen this ability? Let's talk about that in today's video. Ultra Instinct is a definitive technique that separates the consciousness from the body, allowing it to move and fight independent of a martial artist's thoughts and emotions. It is an extraordinarily difficult technique to master, even for the Hakushin. However, angels like Whis seem to have mastered it. As a result, it is known as the state of the gods. This technique manifests exclusively as a transformation in Son Goku and is his most powerful form, transcending Super Saiyan Blue. Despite this, Beerus and the other gods recognize the full form of the transformation, hinting that it may not be completely unique to Goku. The body of any living being is accompanied by limitations. In order to fight or even perform basic actions, they must first process their actions and think with their brain. Doing so will limit their speed and impair their ability to fight effectively. The ultimate goal of a fighter is mastery of self-movement, the ability for every part of their body to act and think on its own. This allows for much greater reaction speed, as a fighter no longer has to waste time processing their actions and can simply execute them. Whis has mastered this ability, although Beerus possesses a more rudimentary form and has not mastered it. For those who have not mastered the technique, they are still more than capable of using it, as seen when Beerus faced Hakushin in the Zen exhibition match. He avoided most of his techniques without even looking, though he was still able to get caught for not completely mastering it. Whis, who has completely mastered the technique, was able to fend off two Saiyan gods beyond with no problem, handling them as if they were children. Goku would later show a mastered version of this technique as well, accompanied by a new form that incorporated this style by instinct. Whis states that if one mastered this technique, they could, in theory, avoid any threat. Recognizing whether someone is using Ultra Instinct seems to be quite difficult, as it requires someone to know Ultra Instinct and be familiar with a person's fighting style. Goku achieved Ultra Perfect Instinct by focusing completely on his fight with Jiren and increasing the heat within himself during the match. He also abandoned the idea of allowing his emotions to rule him, as they used to do in his Super Saiyan transformations, and focused on making his heart calm and gentle. Releasing the heat into a galaxy-like disk of energy, Goku then absorbed it back into himself, allowing him to manifest the full technique, which granted him a power that surpasses that of a Hakushin. The power of Ultra Instinct is impressive, allowing him to easily surpass Jiren, even as the alien increased his power to the maximum. Ultra Instinct also allowed Goku to attack and defend against Jiren without thinking. This allowed the Saiyan to avoid most of the Pride Troopers' attacks and deliver devastating counterattacks. His energy attacks, now dark blue in color, were also able to completely cancel out Jiren's. Lastly, Goku, when using Ultra Instinct, lacks the strange voice phenomenon that he displayed when demonstrating just a foreboding of the technique. Strangely, whenever Goku screams while displaying the foreboding of Ultra Instinct, his voice is accompanied by a dual timbre. that of his own voice, and a deep, rumbling affair that more closely resembles the gray tape transformation. The biggest disadvantage of Ultra Instinct is the difficulty in which the technique is mastered. For example, Hakushin Beerus has spent millions of years training and has yet to master the technique. A significant part of this difficulty comes with the massive stamina drain of the technique. For those who haven't trained enough with Ultra Instinct, instinctive body movements in combat take a terrible toll. As a result, novice users of Ultra Instinct cannot maintain it for long. Like his Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan Blue transformations, Ultra Instinct was susceptible to Goku's anger, allowing him another explosive increase in power and speed whenever Jiren angered the Saiyan. However, because this burst of emotion disrupted the calm in his heart that allowed him to obtain the technique in the first place, Goku's ability to use Ultra Instinct painfully expired shortly thereafter. Finally, although Goku can activate the Ultra Instinct presage at will, he cannot use the actual technique at will. He told Vegeta at the end of the Tournament of Power that this form was the result of him being trapped, and he currently cannot use it on his own. In Dragon Ball Super Chapter 85, while fighting Gas, Goku took advantage of a new form that we call the Saiyan Ultra Instinct form. This form is not exactly a complete new transformation, but actually a version of Ultra Instinct itself. However, it is nothing like the Ultra Autonomous Instinct that is used by Whis, Grand Master, and other angels and gods of destruction. This new form is basically Goku's Saiyan Pride version of Ultra Instinct. If you remember from previous chapters, Bardock unlocked a secret power of the Saiyans in his battle against the Gas, which we can call the Spirit of Bardock. This spirit is exactly what Goku unlocks and combines it with a UI to create his own version of Ultra Instinct. Well, now we have the official name of the form revealed by Toei through Ultra Instinct form. Now, in this form, Goku has become the most powerful warrior in the Dragon Ball Super universe for a short period of time, surpassing Vegeta's alter ego, as well as the greatest gas warrior. But what exactly is this form, and how powerful is it really? First of all, let's talk about the appearance. Goku's Saiyan Ultra Instinct form does not have silver hair like his AUI form, but black hair like his basic form. So yes, it seems that this time Goku did not dye his hair, but actually achieved a significant transformation. Now, talking about the nature of this new transformation, according to Goku, it allows him to put his emotions to work and harness those feelings to receive power-ups. In contrast, Ultra Autonomous Instinct requires the abandonment of emotions and a calm mind and soul to achieve the best results. However, this Saiyan higher instinct allows him to use his anger, sadness, and other emotions, and make good use of them. As for power levels, this new form helped him take down Gas, who seemed unbeatable before. In addition, it is more powerful than Goku's Ultra Autonomous Instinct, as well as Vegeta's Ultra Ego. But of course, fully mastered higher instinct that is used by Whis and the other angels is still no match and will probably never be a match. That is the maximum level of power that a being can reach in the multiverse, and we would really like to see Goku reach that level of power someday. It's funny how these guys are so powerful, but nothing compared to the angels, Great Minister, Great Zano, or even the gods of destruction. But despite all that, he could become even more powerful, and the special hint that Whis would give him would be related precisely to his origins. Super Saiyan and his tail. But after all, why was Goku born with one? For those who have forgotten, Goku once had a tail. During his youth, the boy had a tail just like Vegeta and Gohan's. The long brown tail looked like what most monkeys would have, and his prehensile abilities essentially gave Goku a third arm. Not only could he train with his tail, but Goku could use it to swing around or do chores. Of course, Dragon Ball fans would learn that every Saiyan in Universe 7 is born with a tail. The appendage is a socket that Saiyans use for their entire lives, and even allows them to use their gray tape power in full moons. However, fighters who reach Super Saiyan like Goku, their tail will not grow back once cut off because it no longer became their direct source of power. In fact, all Saiyans in Universe 6 evolved beyond the point of needing tails, so it seems that the race evolved from apes in some form or style. However, even though this has been removed from the story, and Goku may not even remember that he once had a tail, perhaps it is precisely by using it, or remembering his origins as a Saiyan, Saiyan that he could strengthen his abilities even further. By doing so, he could extract the most out of his natural power and merge it with the skills taught by gods, making him able to control his abilities even better and evolve the higher instinct into something as natural as breathing, just like the angels themselves. Perhaps something like a control similar to when they turned into great apes. Well, it would only be a possibility, but with proper training, it certainly should be possible. But what about you? Do you think Goku, with his tail back, would be a trigger to evolve his techniques further? Do you miss his old tail from the classic? Leave your opinion in the comments. That's it. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any suggestions for videos, don't forget to comment here below, because I'll be reading all of them as I always do. Also, don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any content from your university.